if this is actually working. It's Coffee Talk Tuesday, and this is Linda Richmond. Today we're talking about coffee and dogs and the fall. I love the fall. Anyway, I really can't tell if I'm on or not. So if somebody's on there, can you tell me if I am? But anyway, we're not talking about those things. Today we're talking about dreams. And if you were able to see my post from this past weekend, you know that we took a little fall break to Lake Chapman, and it was amazing. Beautiful weather. We got an Airbnb, and the owner hadn't had his boat picked up yet, so we were able to take the boat out, and we had a night where we made it a no screen weekend, basically. A little bit of screen in the mornings for the kids, but that's just so Jeremy and I could have a cup of coffee without them. So one night on Saturday, we had a bonfire, and instead of just like silliness and whatever, I just decided I wanted it to be intentional. And so I asked the kids, what are your dreams? And Jeremy, not just the kids, but Jeremy too. Asked him, what are your dreams? And then just decided to listen and not say much at all after that question was asked. And it was really cool because, I got to hear things like, Luke wants to be a college football player and play in the NFL. And you know what? At 8 years old, almost 9, I think every kid needs to be doing that. Be dreaming like that. He wants to play in the NFL. Great. Jeremy talked about some businesses he wanted to own. And, man, I hope this is not as dark. Is this dark, Courtney, or whoever else is on? Can you tell me? Businesses he wants to own and mentoring that he wants to do, and dreaming about those kinds of businesses. Hayes has told me before he feels like the Lord has laid on his heart. He wants to join the military, but then he shared a dream about being a missionary and going overseas and, telling people about God. And that was the first time I had heard that. And the boys have talked about before, but they talked about it excitedly, opening a breakfast restaurant together. And that was just fun, to hear. Mary struggled with her dream. She was having a hard time coming up with a dream. So it makes me think that she and I are going to spend some more time on that. Oh, I wish you guys could see the fall right now. My leaves are falling. It's just really pretty out here. So once she came up with, she wants to go to zones in swim. So she needs to make her qualifying times for state. She just turned 11. She's in a new age group. 11 and 12-year-olds, the state times, cut times are super hard, and zones are even harder. So, it was good to hear that dream, and what are we going to commit to as a family to make that happen? So, it was cool. It was good to listen to, and it made me remember that I have not always been a dreamer. I think it was probably when we got married. Sorry, honey, but it was when we got married. Jeremy and I were so focused on our present because financially we were in a really rough spot, and we just we're having a really hard time, and we were so focused on the present that we stopped thinking about the future, and stopped praying about the future. Really. We had trouble having children, and that really got me stuck in, wanting to stop dreaming so I wouldn't have a broken heart anymore about having children. And we stopped dreaming. And then Jeremy and I went to work on a dude ranch in Colorado, and we were surrounded by dreamers. We were surrounded by college-age staff who were just beginning their lives, who were dreaming. We were in ministry with a family, the Warnocks, who man, they had dreams and helped people fulfill dreams. And then we were surrounded in ministry. Our client, the people who came, the guests who came to the ranch were all a bunch of dreamers, and entrepreneurs and business people, and very successful in their businesses or whatever they were doing, ministry or whatever. It was fun to be in a community of dreamers. And then it was time for us to leave the ranch, and we went back to Illinois, and found ourselves in a rough place again. And I stopped dreaming again. So it really wasn't until the past maybe few months that Jeremy and I have been in a position where we're starting to talk about the future again. And not just our future, but future for our kids, and that dreaming is starting to happen again. It just makes me wonder, like, what are your dreams, and what does it look like to have a dream and not just a wish? So that's the question, because a dream is just a good idea unless we're actually having the discipline to go for it. And I think about Mary specifically. So her dream is, I love that it's so this year. So she can want to go to zones, but is she going to discipline her body, her time, how she fuels her body? Is she going to do the work to get there? She can dream about it. But if she's not willing to put the work in, it's not going to happen. One of my dreams, this is just a fun dream, I've got lots of them actually, but is to be a grandma and grandpa who have like a destination home that the kids and grandkids want to come to and are comfortable coming to, like a farm or a lake house or a beachfront house or something where they really want a vacation. A place. So my mom and Stan have that in Colorado. My in-laws are on a property. They had a lake house that we always came to, and then they sold that, and they're on a property now with my sister-in-law. It's a destination place. It's a place where we go and our souls are restored, both in Colorado and here in Indiana, and that I love, and that's a dream of mine. I can't just wish for that to happen. So what do we have to do? Well, I went back to work and I'm a health coach, and I'm seeing that happen. But one thing that's really going on right now is I'm in a community of dreamers. My mentors in my coaching business are dreamers, and they are asking me, what are your dreams? What are your dreams? What are you doing this for? Why are you doing this? Why is this worth it? And being in the community of dreamers is pretty important. So I guess, who do you have around you that's helping you dream? Gosh, here's the thing. Maybe we won't have a property that, a destination property or whatever. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll fail. But man, I'm going to try, and I'm going to fail trying instead of not trying at all. My dad loved to say, just go for it. And he was such a person. He did. The last year or so of his life, he started his own business. In his 50s. Unfortunately, he was pretty young when he passed, but, just go for it. So anyway, that's my question to you all. How are you dreaming? Do you have space to dream? Do you have people in your life that are going to ask you the question, what are you dreaming about? How are you going to get there? Let's make that a reality. Because one of the things I love about what I do is I don't just coach people to lose weight. That's not worth it to me. But I do hopefully help people have some dreams. What would you do with a healthier body? Who could you keep up with? Whose life is going to be impacted because you're a healthier version of you? That's dreaming. Those are dreaming questions. So anyway, that's Coffee Talk Tuesday. And if you want, I want to hear what your dreams are. And I want to pray about that with you. And what are you dreaming about? Tell me. That would be so much fun. A whole post about what our dreams are. And we'll do it together. All right. Have a good week, you guys. I'll see you next week. I hope this was not dark the whole time. Bye.